So, SmackDown Live this week capitalizes off the aftermath of Elimination Chamber. They do a little recap, well, in stock photos and for the most part, and your new WWE Champion comes out, Bray Wyatt. He hits the ring, belt around his waist. Yeah, even when the lantern in the dark, you see the diamond shining on the fucking belt. A "You Deserve It" chant breaks out. It took you this long, WWE. Damn. But, yeah. He said he spoke his sister Abigail, always telling him stuff. And he said that sister Abigail always spoke the truth. And he said that he promised to do the same. And, yeah. He mentioned that finally, you damn right, he has the whole world in his damn hands. The Wyatt era has begun. I wonder how long it'll last. Cue John Cena. John Cena comes out and he introduces Bray Wyatt as the new WWE Champion. But he says that he has some supporters in the audience and he has them brainwashed because they were shouting that he deserves it. And he went as far as pointing to his shirt talking about earn it. He deserved it because he did earn it, Cena. As far as I'm concerned, Bray Wyatt is one of the last great characters in wrestling. I just think that. Yes, he worked for it. Therefore, he got what he deserved because he earned it. That's just my opinion. Bray Wyatt barely puts on bad matches. He has a good gimmick. He can talk great on the microphone. And he's a credible threat to get the job done. Actually, he pinned Cena and Styles at Elimination Chamber with no BS. It's got to say something. Speaking of AJ Styles, he comes out, but that's basically after Cena was like, yeah, we have a championship match tonight because Cena's going to invoke his rematch clause. But AJ Styles is like, wait a second, I want my rematch. You know, I want my one-on-one rematch. I was promised my one-on-one rematch, and AJ Styles is right. He has actually a good gripe with that. Yeah, Cena was just going to command for his rematch, and AJ Styles didn't even get his yet. What kind of BS is that? Cue Daniel Bryan. Now Daniel Bryan comes out, and he sends his congratulations to Bray Wyatt. And there's not going to be a one-on-one match. Not with Cena, not with Styles. There's going to be a triple threat for the WWE Championship later on in the evening in the main event. Yeah. I can understand why they went with this, but AJ Styles, yeah, at least give him his one-on-one shot, which now I don't even think that's going to happen. There's been talks about AJ Styles going against Shane McMahon at WrestleMania because Shane is going to be held directly responsible for not giving AJ Styles his one-on-one title match, which is kind of like, I mean, AJ Styles needs a high-profile match at WrestleMania. Shane McMahon is good and all as far as having a match, somewhat, but I would like to see AJ Styles at least in a championship match, maybe even in the main event. Again, there still could be a fatal four-way if done right here. I've already made a video about that. Goodness. But it's kind of sad that AJ Styles lost at WrestleMania last year, and this year he's not even going to be WWE Champion, and yeah. Oh well. So you have Dean Ambrose looking for Baron Corbin backstage, of course, because Baron Corbin is the reason why he was eliminated by The Miz, because after the whole fucking, yeah, The Miz was a coward again at Elimination Chamber, and because he wouldn't enter the ring when Baron Corbin was standing there, you know, toe to toe, and then Dean Ambrose rolls him up, and then Corbin gets eliminated, and Corbin basically takes it out on Ambrose, and Miz picked up the scraps. So Ambrose is upset, looking for Baron Corbin. American Alpha faced the Ascension. Okay. It wasn't even for the tag team championships, so this was basically for title contention or whatever. Oh well. The Ascension didn't win. American Alpha, yeah, they're on a roll. They're the tag team champions. They got past the whole tag team freaking turmoil thing at fucking Elimination Chamber. So who up to this point is going to challenge American Alpha? Are you going to try to beef up any one of these teams? But, yeah, the Usos are going to be basically challenging them again. saying that, yeah, when you get the goosebumps and when you get the hair that stands at the back of the neck, yes, it's the Usos. Oh, God. The Usos. Bring up DIY, please. Or something else. Form Harper and fucking Rowan back together, please. Not the Usos again. The Flying Romans. Damn it. So, you get James Ellsworth, Carmella in the background talking. And since it's it was Valentine's Day and all, he wanted to, take her out and stuff like that. And she told him to keep it professional. Dean Ambrose walks by and he's making fun of Ellsworth once again because he's still looking for Baron Corbin. And says that Carmella was using him and stuff like that. And she's like, are you going to let him talk to me that way? So you know where this is going. Again, you just know. Daniel Bryan comes up and he makes a match between, oh yeah, you two have unsettled business, right? Prior history and stuff like that. So tonight, James Ellsworth versus Dean Ambrose. It would have been nice if it would have been for the Intercontinental Championship. Maybe Ellsworth would have been more forthcoming about that. But he knows that he was going to get his ass whooped. Or does he? James Ellsworth was in the ring. Why did he introduce Carmella while he was in the ring? That doesn't make any sense. It was his match, but he introduces her. Anyway, Dean Ambrose music hits. He doesn't come out. Why do I know where this is going, huh? Baron Corbin basically drags him out. So a brawl ensues. A brawl ensues on the top at the fucking ramp, and Dean Ambrose starts to come back, whatever. But then, I hated this spot because, okay, Baron Corbin actually, grabbed and twirled Ambrose in the air and actually drew him into, like, the sound electrical table or whatever. But sparks flew before Ambrose even hit, if you carefully look at it. So it was like, you couldn't have planned that shit better? Speaking of planning shit better, you have Nikki Bella and Daniel Bryan talking backstage, and Natalya shows up. And of course, the Dino Flintstone that takes place again, and we hear the same shit again with Natty and Nikki, and then next thing you know, what do you know? They brawl. So what happens? Daniel Bryan sets up a Falls Count Anywhere match for next week. Oh, in this, please. And when you do end it, do not put fucking Nikki back in the title picture. Baron Corbin interview backstage. Yeah. It's like, look. And he pleaded his case. He's like, yeah, Ambrose is the reason why I'm not WWE Champion. But, whose reason is it for the Ambrose being on the way to the hospital? Baron Corbin's. Short and sweet. Dolph Ziggler had an interview. Now, again, I don't see Dolph as a fucking threat of a heel. I just don't. Regardless of what he's done to Kalisto and Apollo Crews, I just don't see it. He needs to ditch the whole pretty boy thing, because he kind of still seems like that in his interviews. But he said that, yeah, he's trying to be a threat. He's trying to put everybody on notice. And I'm just like, I just don't believe in Dolph anymore. His time has passed as far as all of that. He needs to become more vicious so he can be more believable as a heel, as a top heel. I just don't think that he has it now. No. Becky James. Becky Lynch versus Mickie James. A rematch from the Elimination Chamber. It was solid, okay? But it got to the point where Becky knocks Mickie off the apron and you know she lands outside of the ring, kind of awkward, and she fakes an injury. And the referee was checking on her. She pushes the referee out of the way and basically does a spinning kick to fucking Becky Lynch. Becky goes down. Mickey goes on top. 1, 2, 3. She's like, count! It was kind of funny. Veteran move. And Becky, you fell for it. So, it's 1-1. Naomi is the SmackDown Women's Champion. I'm still eating my words, folks. I got that wrong. I thought it was never going to happen. But she comes out and she's injured. She injured her fucking leg. And she said that she didn't even feel the injury until like way, way after because of the adrenaline. And she won the fucking Women's Championship and so on and so forth. She even got a "You Deserve It" chant. Does she? From Funkadactyl to Team Bad to now, she deserves it? Anyway, she said that it took her 8 years to get there. And it's like, okay, fine. But one way or another, she's going to be taking the title home to WrestleMania. Cue Alexa Bliss. She basically accused Naomi of faking the injury because she knew that Alexa was going to take the title back. And she iterated that, look, it took you 8 years to do what I did in months, and that is to win the Women's Championship. That kind of stuck it right there. Yeah. But Alexa, she's like, I'm going to give you 1 week. I'm going to give you 1 week. If you don't hand the title to me, I'll just beat your injured ass and take it. That's basically what she was saying. Okay, fine. So you have the triple threat match for the WWE Championship. They get the intros out of the way, but when Bray Wyatt came out, he gets attacked by Luke Harper. Luke Harper attacks Bray Wyatt and lays him out outside of the ring before the match. But the triple threat match is still on. No, they didn't take Bray Wyatt out the match. No, they just didn't make it a #1 contenders match. They still had it a triple threat. And it was pretty well-rounded for what type of match that they gave. You still have AJ Styles and you still have John Cena, who could basically go one-on-one on their own. But Bray Wyatt, yes, he delivered a good match even after the attack that he received from Luke Harper. Yeah, it wasn't no injury. There wasn't no I can't wrestle. It wasn't no coward act. He actually got in there. He actually finished the match. He actually got it done. He actually retained by pinning who? John Cena. Clean. For the second night in a row. Regardless of what type of match it was, as far as saying it was triple threat or Elimination Chamber, again, no weapons were involved. There was no interference during the match or anything like that. There was no shenanigans. He pinned Cena clean. Sister Abigail. Cena kicked out of a Sister Abigail. You know, they were kicking out of each other's signatures, which was absolutely nice. There were a lot of sequences in the match that was pretty cool. And the match was pretty long for a triple threat. But Bray Wyatt retains. After that, though, Randy Orton's music hit and he comes out. He basically got in the ring and he's like, he won the Royal Rumble and the privileges that comes with that. But Bray Wyatt is WWE Champion, so he will not challenge Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. And basically kneeled down to him and asked the master to still teach and to still be Randy Orton's God or whatever. Wow. So Randy Orton, they're not going to clash one-on-one. What's interesting about that is you had Talking Smack right afterwards. And Daniel Bryan even made an announcement at Talking Smack saying that next week there will be a over-the-top rope battle royal to determine the #1 contender for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Are you kidding me? So basically, this was a waste of a Royal Rumble winner unless there's a triple threat or a fatal 4-way or anything like that. Watch Cena be the one that be in the fucking... No. I would love it for Luke Harper to win that Battle Royal. But now they're in a fucking predicament that it's like, who is going to win this Battle Royal? Is Randy Orton in it? I mean, damn. Is AJ Styles going to be the winner? Because AJ Styles is in it. Who the fuck are they going to choose this time? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Because most of WrestleMania has been written already. There's Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. There's most likely going to be Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. Both of those most likely will be title matches. You know, they're talking about Cena and Nikki versus Miz and Maurice. They're talking about AJ Styles versus Shane. I mean, these are just rumored, mind you. A couple of those matches are rumored, but it's like, seriously? We'll know in the weeks to come how WrestleMania is going to shape out. But for right now, it's just as far as certain matches, because we want to see certain people in high-profile matches. AJ Styles should be in a high-profile match, if not a championship match. John Cena and his girl? Because during the brawl between Natty and Nikki, yeah, Maurice gets powder all over her courtesy of Nikki. So there's probably going to be some payback then. Or a challenge then. And then the men are going to get involved. And it's like, I guarantee you, next week during that Falls Count Anywhere, Maurice is going to help Natalya beat Nikki. And that's how that's going to start. But seriously? I understand keeping Cena out of the title picture and keeping him out, but that is just garbage. But there was one thing good about the SmackDown. There was no Miz this week. Anyway, tell me what you think about it in the comments below, because I'm always up for a debate when it comes to wrestling. And don't forget to hit that like button and hit subscribe. I just hope that WrestleMania shapes to be a good one. Well, at least Roman Reigns won't be in the main event. Or will he? Drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.